Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button to help this video, but to help the overall channel out. And also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Yes, captains, the ECs are going to be dropped, catching up on the blogs here, and then of course at the end we'll give our conclusion. So first up, Mud is bringing his Lower Decks Miraculous Choice Pack, which includes 3 ships from Star Trek Lower Decks and more, into his market on the console bridge, so Xbox and PlayStation. So we have already gone over this in this video right here. So what I will do is I will link this in the description below as well, along with all the other blogs for you captains to go over. But quickly, I do love this bundle. If I didn't already have all these ships, I probably would have gotten it. So I do recommend this because, one, it does have the lower, the Lower Decks theme. You have the Cali class, the Texas, and one of my personal favorite ships, the Parliament, which of course we went on recently because we were inspired from this Mud's pack. So, but again, my recommendations will also again be in that video, but at a glance, I think it's worth it if you already don't have these ships. Now for me, when it comes to ships, I usually get the ones that I want on my main account. Unlock is nice, and that's what these Muds things are for here. But anyways, we will just scroll here quickly. Again, there is a great shot of them. I would just recommend the ships. Now, we'll go over this quickly. So on Xbox and PlayStation, Mud is presenting a new choice pack on April 21st. So this is already on. And this one is taking us to Lower Decks. So Mud's Lower Decks Miraculous Choice Pack for $29,500. Choose any 3 of the options below. But that's not all. This pack will be 50% off from the 21st to May 1st. So there is some time here, caps, if you need some time to decide. So there is that. And of course there is the mega bundle. Same thing, it'll be up until May 1st. I can't believe we're going for May 1st. And that mega bundle costs 50,000 Zen. So there you go. Again, this is my favorite ship of the pack. This of course is the hero ship. This ship isn't bad, especially the console that comes with it. Really great for torpedo build. So again, I will leave this link in the description below, along with the video of us going over initially when it released on PC. So there's that. Next up, so on Xbox and PlayStation, still again, browse the Lowby store for 20% off this week. There you go. On the console bridge, the Lowby Crystal Consortium is pleased to announce their latest featured sale from April 21st, and it goes until the 25th. So as a drop of this video, there's still 2 days left. So shoot captains will be able to choose from their wide selection of wares just by visiting the in-game Lowby store. All items in the Lowby store will be 20% off the entire sale. Best time, of course, to get the Kelvin Timeline Intel Dreadnought Cruiser, Bullion Heavy Assault Cannon, or the Vodwar Azteca Heavy Battle Cruiser. Enjoy, captains. At the end of this video, I will actually link the recommendation video of the Lowby items that we did recently there within the last couple months. So there is that. Next up, hello captain, Star Trek Online will have maintenance on PC. So this is already done, of course, so we'll just go straight to the patch notes. Look at that. That's a lot of patch notes. So what is it? Well, back end preparations for events and promotions, including new items in Mud's market. So there you go. That was yesterday. So I guess we'll see. But this was on PC. So we'll see what will be released there, I guess, in the near future. And of course, we'll cover it here on the bridge. Next, make quick progress in your Admiralty campaigns on PC this week when all assignments grant extra campaign XP. Of course, on the PC bridge, so this goes from April 22nd and goes through to the 29th of April. I can't believe we're already at the end of April. That's crazy. So the bonus event, so that your Admiralty missions will give out bonus rewards. During the special event, you'll find that all of your assignments give out extra campaign XP, allowing for faster progression, no matter whose missions you're completing. So either the Ferengi Federation, Klingon, or Romulan Republic. All tour of duty missions will award bonus to lithium or during this event. We hope you enjoy the special event, captains. On PC, can manage your fleet to take to the stars. And of course, a lot of you know this is my main way of getting in-game resources. So this is a very, very good tool that I still use till this day. So next up, and you've already seen the actual thumbnail, and yes, so the Protostar space set. I guess this was 18 hours ago, and I guess this is 15. So I guess that patch notes was to prepare for this. Maybe more stuff, but also events too, so they said. So anyways, the Protostar space set, the Adaptation ground set, and the Temerian Deep Space Cruiser P6 are now all available in MUD's market on PC. So new items here. So as you can see there, new items in MUD's market, the Protostar space set, Adaptation ground, Temerian Deep Space Cruiser. So MUD is adding 3 new items to his market. The Protostar space set, the Adaptation ground set, and the Temerian Deep Space Cruiser will be available starting Tuesday, April 22nd. So of course, as it drops this video, it's already available. And what's more, everything in MUD's market except bundles will be 75% off from April 22nd until the 29th on PC. So read to learn on, of course, these items. So first up is the Temerian Deep Space Cruiser. This thing was an event prize. I believe it was the winter event prize a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It's a great ship. I really want to recommend it because when we built this out, it did really, really well because it is a Lieutenant Commander Universal Command Specialist with a Lieutenant Science Intelligence. So we, of course, made this into what? A torque boat, and it was quite capable. I'm not even going to lie. But is it worth the price of MUD or of the MUD selling price? That's up to you, Caps. If you are into collecting ships, especially if you're new here, well, here's your opportunity. If you have enough resources, there you go. It performs really well. It's a fun ship to fly. It was fun to fly. Is it a ship that I main? No, I didn't even T6X it. But performance-wise, it does well enough. So all the details are here. So I'll leave that again to you, captains. But the important thing is, again, for me at least, if you love torque boats, well, you can make something of it because it will have at least access to Concentrated Fire Command 3. Nothing too special about the console. Starship trait, I think the Darmok and Jalad. Actually, you can hear when you have this trait slotted some audio. I believe Picard talking. So there is that. So I would recommend it if you have the resources and you've been waiting for sale, and if you missed the ship. So there's that. The next thing is the Protostar Experimental Technologies Space Set. So based on Starfleet's most intriguing and mysterious starships, the Protostar, this set of space technology, will bring you to the bleeding edge of modern space bearing tech. This set comes with a warp core, singularity drive, an omnidirectional beam, and shield. Here are the details. So that Omni Beam is the visuals of the phasers they used on the show, which can even be extended to the Picard because they kind of have the same visuals. But you can see here the actual visual. So there are better space sets out there, I'm not gonna lie. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this unless you really, really want it for the theme building. And as you can see, there's a Protostar Omni Beam phaser. Now, the crazy thing is, I have always been asking for gifts when they're showing off things. This is the great example right here, as you can see. So, and why they're showing this off? Well, for this space set, equipping multiple items in this set creates bonuses for your ship. If you equip 2 out of the 3 pieces, you gain a bonus to shield drain resistance and a bonus to critical chance for science powers. If you equip all 3, you can have the ability to offensively eject your warp core in combat. It looks a little something like this. this would be great, in my opinion, for anything. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. When look, it did absolute diddly squat damage. Look at that. If you really look at it, it really did nothing, to be honest. The percentage didn't even drop. So it's all for looks. So I don't really recommend it. But if you want it, well, it's there for you. But we got it for an event reward. So lastly, the adaptation ground set, the Infinity Module on Modulator Rifle, which I believe is from Elite Force. So if you're a big fan of that, or a huge fan of that game, well, here you go. I don't use it. I have it, but I don't use it. So unless you really like the ground game, captains, well, here you go. This is for you right here. So it does have some set bonuses, but what does it come with? Of course, the Infinity Modular Rifle, the Adaptation Personal Shield, and the Universal Kit Module Adaptation Vinculum. So the 2-piece set bonus, if you have 2 pieces of the set equipped, defeating an enemy will secondary attack will grant you bonus energy damage for 60 seconds. This effect can stack. 3 pieces, having all of this set equipped will grant you a new ability, Modulated Energy Blast. This powerful blast is powered by the proc from the 2-piece set bonus. Every time you defeat an enemy with a secondary attack, you will gain a charge that can be spent to activate the Modulated Energy Blast. The more charges you build up, the more powerful the blast. It will damage enemies in a large radius with a chance to knock them back and expose them. So if you're a huge ground fan and you're a huge, I believe, Voyager Elite Force or whatever that game is, here you go. I got it because it was an event reward, but I haven't used it since, to be honest with you, Captain. So from these items, definitely, I would just recommend the Temerian Deep Space Cruiser because of how performance-wise it did. So there is that. But again, if you want to go over this, captains, I will leave this in the description below so you can read through that on your own. Lastly, we'll go over this. For the next 2 weeks, R&D packs and duty officer packs will be 20% off on PC. So research and development packs will be available to captains on PC for 20% off from April 22nd to May 7th. So both research and development packs will be, as well as bundles, will be discounted. So there you go, the research and development pack, and of course the duty officer packs. Same time frame from April 22nd to May 7th. So that is that. So I think that is all the latest. We just wanted to catch up here, Caps, on the latest from the X feed. So do us a favor, hit the like button again to help the channel out, but also comment below. Let us know if you're, especially on the console bridge, you're going to be getting any of the lower decks bundles. I would really love to know. And or if on PC, if you're going to be getting any of the MUD's new items there on PC, especially the Temerian Cruiser, I'd love to know. Of course, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the YouTube bridge, and we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.